YouTube. So today I wanted to do my Oklahoma State Baylor preview, and then later today I'm going to try to come back and do my Ohio State Michigan State preview. So start with my keys for Oklahoma State winning. First one is play like it's 2013. So 2 years ago, Baylor came in ranked, I believe it was BCS number 4. It was either BCS number 4 or 3, and Oklahoma State was BCS 10 or 11. I think it was 11. And yeah, it obviously didn't go Baylor's way. Final score was 49-17, and just everything that was supposed to happen didn't. So it's got to play like that again, which leads into my second key, which is turnovers, and that's a big thing that they did in 2013. So also it's a big thing that Oklahoma State did against TCU. So force turnovers, keep pressure on I want to say Bryce Petty, keep pressure on Jarrett Stidham, and he had a bad back last week. If you can bang him up a little bit this week, especially in the cold weather, that it's not going to be a fun day for him. It's not going to be a fun day for the Baylor offense. So third one is don't fall too far behind, which really outside of the Kansas State game hasn't been too much of a problem for Oklahoma State at home. So obviously against Iowa State last week, fell way too far behind, had to have another fourth quarter comeback, down by 17 again, had to come back like they did against Texas Tech, and can't do that against a team like Baylor. They can keep putting up points over and over and over again. So I'd say if they do get down by 17 at any one point during this game, I'd give it a 95% chance of losing. So move on to Baylor's 3 keys to winning. First one is Stidham playing healthy. Now, he might not be fully healthy for the game, but if he can look like he's healthy, play like he's healthy, make the throws he normally makes, then it'll be a very good thing for Baylor. So second one is free up Corey Coleman. So last week against OU, Corey Coleman was just pretty much sandwiched between 2 guys the entire game. He was shut down completely, and there wasn't much that Baylor could do to generate anything offensively. They only scored 34 points against an OU defense that, while they are playing better, actually a lot better, still isn't a premier defense in the country. So the third one is force 3 or more 3-and-outs. So the biggest thing to getting Oklahoma State out of the game, not only them but the crowd, is just force 3-and-outs. Get the crowd just unhappy. Make their defense make stops. Make their defense keep them in the game. Also get the defense tired. So Oklahoma State's defense has played pretty well at home this year, and if Oklahoma State starts playing catch up again, like they have so many times on the road this year, then it'll be a pretty easy day for Baylor. Now, my pick for the game is Oklahoma State. So I'd say this one's not as easy to tell as the TCU game, just because TCU there's a glaring difference by the way they play on the road compared to the way they play at home. And Baylor, there's not that big a difference. So it's hard to tell for Baylor. History says Oklahoma State. Baylor hasn't won in Stillwater since 1939. Obviously that can change at any one point. It's not like they've met every year since 1939. It's been, I believe it's 11 meetings in Stillwater, maybe a little bit more than that. But nonetheless, it's been since, what I was reading today was since Bill Snyder was born. So, it's going to be a close game. Obviously, the line opened as a pick'em, and now it is Oklahoma State minus 1.5. It's at one point it was also Oklahoma State by 1.5. If I didn't say it right now, it's Oklahoma State by 1. But yeah, so that is my pick. I think it is going to be a close game. Like I said, you never know with these OSU Baylor games. Excuse me. Baylor did win last year 49-28. If this game was on the road, then I think it would be a little bit different. But it is at home. It's going to be a cold game. And you just really never know with Baylor. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Should be a real interesting game, especially if you like points. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah.